And we're live. Welcome everybody to day number 5, the afternoon session of the Q&A that we have every single day throughout this challenge. And I am so proud of you guys. You guys are still here. You're still working on getting things finished, right? And of course, you're making a lot of decisions regarding your business and how you're going to be able to move forward from this point forward, right? So I wanted to let everybody know we're going to actually be live inside of Zoom. And we're going to stream it over to Facebook. But if you have any questions, it'll be great if you actually come inside of Zoom. There's going to be a place that you can actually, there's a Q&A area. You can put your question in there. We're going to go through and do a rapid fire in a little bit and actually answer as many questions as we can that you might have. But there was some other questions that had come up. We wanted to make sure that we actually had that available for you guys. So a couple of things. Let's go see if we're live on Facebook. This is number 1. There we go. And we're going to go and check that we're indeed live before we move forward. Boom. There we go. And go to browse. I wanted everybody to come over to the events tab and find this one, this last one here, this Friday, October 14th. If you click on there, you'll be able to come inside of Zoom by coming here and just clicking on this link right here. A lot of you have done this already throughout the challenge, but if you haven't, all you have to do is click there, put your name and email in there, and it'll actually send you right into the Zoom, into the Zoom room where you can actually ask your questions very easily. Oops. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was, now that I did that, I wanted to go back. Let me go back over here. And I want to actually, Lee, if you can put that link in there on the comments. I'm going to actually come here and look for the live. Come on, refresh. If you never see a live, for some reason, just go ahead and refresh the page. It'll come up. All right. So making sure that it's okay, pinned over there. And I'm going to go ahead and edit and put the link on the top, because I know that some of you sometimes you can't like click on things on the comments, and some of you can't click above the video. So I'm going to put the link so you can come inside Zoom above the video. And it's not down here. So let's go ahead and put please join us here. And that's the link right there. And I'm going to go ahead and pin that to the top, make it easy for you guys to find. So give me a second. I'm going to come over here and it's boom. And that's the link right there. All right. So it's pinned to the top. You should be able to look in the comments if you're over there. If not, you can do it above the video right there. But yeah, actually what I wanted to do was go into what we're going to be going today over. So first things first, you got the link. So you can type it in if you like, it's right there, but it's a lot easier if you just go ahead and click on it. As far as announcements go, there was quite a few different frequently asked questions. One of them, it's like, what's happened today? Because we've gone through days 1 through 5, right? What's happening tomorrow morning? So tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time, that's New York City time. We're going to go live. We're going to have all kinds, it's like Russell's bringing a party of everybody that knows what they're doing online. So if you want to be part of that party, show up and you can actually come right into the Facebook group and watch that. And of course, if you're VIP, you can go into your VIP area. But yeah, that's what's happening tomorrow. As far as what to expect throughout this call, we are going to open up for you guys to talk. So please be kind. We're in business session. Let's be professional. Keep all those negative thoughts at bay, or maybe destroy them, right? They're not serving you. And of course, provide positive feedback when you can. And like I always say, let's keep it PG. We're in people's living rooms, little ones around. That would be nice to do that. We'll try to cover as many questions as we can, but we're also going to be looking tomorrow throughout the Facebook group and trying to answer questions there if that happens, that we didn't quite get to your question. But hopefully, I think that there's not that many today. We should be able to get through them. All right. So the biggest question that we're getting is questions about both the funnel builder secrets and the funnel builder certification. And we got a ton of funnel builder certification questions. So we actually brought in a special guest that's going to actually be coming in and answering those kind of questions, because he is a part of the funnel builder certification program, and its name is Devon Weber. So give me a second. I'm going to stop sharing here so we can see you. Hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Well, tell us a little more about what the whole program is about, because I got like notes, but it's like you being here, being part of the program.
Yeah.
That's the best way that people, it's like hear it right from the horse's mouth. So So tell us a little more about the certification, both actually, if you like, but the certification, the funnel builder certification program is the one that most people were having questions about this afternoon.
Yeah. So big differences between the two, if we're looking at just the funnel builder secret side of things, is that you get access to all of the course content as far as like the funnel strategies and tactics, but you don't actually get access to the live calls that we do. I believe we do them like 6 days a week now, 5 days a week of open office hours where we're just there to answer any of your questions where you have where you're stuck along the way. And then of course you get to be certified in all the different funnel types that Russell mentioned. So those are the big differences between the two. But you still get access to Guru on both of them. You get access to funnel scripts on both of them, but you get an agency account with funnel scripts on the certification side, also an agency account with Guru. And I'm trying to think what else is like the big differences there, because you get also the 2.0 account on both. And I believe it should show in the stack, but I believe there's an agency account on both, so you get access to 3 workspaces, which is super cool. But yeah, that's like the big differences between the two. I know it's a super general overview, but if you have anybody that has any questions specifically, I'm happy to answer any specific questions, because I don't want any of your questions to get in the way of taking that next step for sure, because it's definitely an awesome program to be a part of.
That would be great. If Lee or Shane or Morag, can you like zero in on those questions that have to do with the certification program, and maybe we can bring it up in a second. There's a few things that I had put aside as notes that maybe you can go into a little more, like the ability to get certified with 12 different funnel types, or one at a time if they wanted to. They can become like a sort of like a certified, what do you call it, a master funnel builder, right?
Yeah. So the big thing with all these different funnel types, and this is what I tell everybody that's getting certified, what we like to try to see people do is, when you're going on the certified path, start off on lead squeeze funnels. And the reason being, it's the easiest certification that you can do. It gets a good win under your belt, and then you get an idea of how the process goes, because there are assignments that you have to take part of. The first assignment is a quiz going over some stuff that Russell talked about in the tactics video for that funnel. Second assignment is a funnel hack. So you're basically just funnel hacking Greg. And the third assignment is taking that funnel hack and making it your own, customizing it to your business and your offer. And then after that, you basically get certified in that funnel type. So we always encourage people, start off on the lead squeeze. And then from there, if you're running with it and you want to jump around, you can. And of course, the whole idea behind the program is, it's self-paced. So we're not here, hounding you to make sure you get so many certifications in a period of time. But that's pretty much kind of our mindset. Is lead squeeze is the perfect first step, because it's an easy win and you get an idea of how the process works.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that Russell talked about how you guys teach the control, so you know exactly what works, but then you learn how to actually make that your own, which is perfect. That's exactly what everybody wants to do. There was something about having a premium listing on Funnel Builder's marketplace in ClickFunnels.
So that I don't, that isn't live yet. I haven't received any word or information on that. So definitely just hang tight. That's definitely something that I know a lot of people are excited about. So I totally get it. But yeah, I haven't received any word about, when that would be live or what that looks like, even for the sake of it, as of right now. One thing I will say to kind of tag along with that though, people of the Funnel Rolodex, we've kind of partnered with them a little bit as well. And to the people that get certified, they actually have the ability, if you list on the Funnel Rolodex, which is basically like a ClickFunnels centric Fiverr, it shows all of your certified badges. So you have a lot of credibility if you're trying to get funnel builds that way too. So it's a good thing to kind of hold you off until we have the big guy coming in there for sure.
That's going to be awesome, because I know that I've gone to the Funnel Builders Funnel Rolodex, sorry, and you just don't know who's good or who's bad, right? So having that certification is going to definitely make you stand out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you mentioned that Jim Edwards might be coming in there and doing some special training.
Yeah.
Two,
I'm sorry
yeah.
about that. I did forget to mention a key thing here in the certification. So aside from the open office hours that we do, we like to do as many expert calls as possible. Usually we typically do them on Wednesdays. And so you may often see Jim Edwards himself getting on a call and talking about copywriting for a certain funnel type. We're trying to bring in, more people and stuff, but the idea is these are calls that you don't want to miss for sure, because these are the experts in their craft that are actually spending time to be there for you, teach you about something, and answer any questions that you have. It's super amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, learn from the people that are making it happen now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. That was another thing about funnel builder search. What was that? Because it says lifetime access, but what are you getting with that?
yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry about that, but the funnel builder search tool, essentially what it is kind of, I like to call it like a spy tool. So you get to be this spy when it comes to people's ads and stuff like that. So you get to see what's working and what's not. So let's say you have a client and they're in a certain niche and you say, okay, like, let's look at the certain ad copy text that's working. Let's look at how their engagement is doing for these certain types of ads. And then you could even take it one step further and look at the ad and go to their funnel or their website that they're using and understand what you need to do to position yourself as the expert for this client. It's an amazing tool. It literally blows my mind.
Yeah, I like to describe it as, like there's spies, like normal spies, and then there's the 007, right? This
Yeah,
that allows you to become the 007 of spying and what's really happening and ads out there. Amazing. I love
I
it.
agree.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's also how you have kind of a community going on where the funnel builders can discuss and improve their own funnels because they're helping each other out. How does that work?
Yeah. Yeah. So we actually have some private communities that you get to be a part of when you're in the funnel builder certification. If you just do the funnel builder side of things, you do have a private community in the funnel builder secrets, but you don't have the other community that you get to be a part of for the certification side of things. And then when you actually get certified in your first funnel type, you get up to be a part of a specific certified hub or huddle as well, which is, it's essentially like, it reminds me a lot of like Discord and stuff like that. So you have these different channels and people are chatting and stuff like that, and you can create posts and talk about your business and funnels you're working on. And we're constantly in there answering questions and stuff and giving you feedback and all that good stuff. So it's definitely a great place to be a part of.
Yeah, it's like, like so many certification programs. You go, you get certified, and then you're on your own, right? To be
Right.
part of a community, it's a whole different feel, especially for this the stuff that we do. Like most of the time, we're solo entrepreneurs trying to do this stuff. It's going to be awesome to be able to be part of that community.
Yeah, I
There's
agree.
another, yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just saying I agree.
Good. So there was a ClickFunnels agency feature. It does tell me it's coming soon, sort of like the other thing that we just talked about. But the ability to create unlimited workspaces, which will allow you to actually, basically build through that your certification, all kinds of different things for different companies is what I get out of that.
Yeah. So I could touch base on kind of more of what a workspace is and then kind of how it's looking right now. So a workspace, if we're looking in 2.0, it's designed to be a completely different space where for a completely different business. So the issue would become if we painted the picture like 1.0, if we were running two different businesses in one ClickFunnels Classic account, then what would happen is a lot of the contacts would kind of intertwine and things would just get really messy. Well, a workspace solves that issue because if you have multiple workspaces, it's like its own house, its own umbrella, and nothing ever touches. As of right now, anybody in the funnel builder program gets access to 3 workspaces. But I know they're working on getting you access to more in the future. But yeah, there is the 3 workspaces that you do get access to as well.
Yeah, that's the limit is down the road, but it's like that's really big for me as somebody
Yeah.
that used to own an agency. I'm thinking, oh man, what can I do with this, right? So
Mhm.
down the road, it's gonna be awesome. Free access to the Two-Comma Club live virtual event that's coming up. That's to be announced later, and then the bonus of mastery training only available to the Facebook The funnel builders, I see FB and I'm thinking Facebook. Funnel builders certification members. So it's like even after you get done through your training, there's going to be special trainings.
Right. So on the certification side of things in the members area, when you're looking at these different funnel types and things that you're getting certified in, there's actually a lot of mastery training on these different types to take it even one step further. So they've thought of everything and they put it in this program. And even when I look at it and stuff, I'm a part of this program and it still blows my mind every single day.
There you go. Thanks, Devon. I mean, let me see. Yeah. Were there any questions that we did not cover, guys?
Yes. Yeah. Am I good to go? Yeah. So
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we've got a couple really good questions coming through. So Kelly is asking, will I be certified? If I take the certification, will I be certified for all types of funnels? And she was also asking as well, do I have an accountability partner for the certification program?
Okay, that's a great question. So as you're going through the certification, you kind of choose which funnel type that you're going through the certification path in, but it doesn't stop there. So like if you choose lead squeeze, you don't run out of tokens, let's say. It's like, you know, you can choose whatever funnel you want from there. So like, let's say cart funnels, or if you want to get crazy and do funnel hubs, you can do that. As far as accountability partners, that is not something that we have implemented in the program at this time.
Do you guys encourage it within those groups that when they can talk to each other?
Oh, by all means, yeah, because there are people that are experts in a lot of different things, and you'd be surprised how many people in that community just drop knowledge and help each other out. And just to kind of elaborate on that too, I mean, in the open office hours, we're here to help with whatever questions that you have, whether, you know, something isn't working right in your funnel, tech wise, if you have a strategy question, like an overview of stuff like that. So hopefully that will be encouraging and stuff. And I know as you continue to move forward on paths, it becomes that much easier to even keep yourself accountable because you keep that excitement going, you know?
Fantastic.
Yeah, awesome.
So Lee, I think you've got some questions as well, but I'll just, one more from Jessica was asking, how do we begin the certification process, especially if we have no clue where to start building funnels?
That's a great question, and I'm super glad that was asked because it comes up quite a bit. The thing is that the Funnel Builder program is designed to be self-paced. So if you're doing the Funnel Builder certification, you do get the access to all of the program that is Funnel Builder Secrets too. So the whole idea of that is that you can get to understand the editor and get to know about all the different funnel types before you then hop over to the certification. So let's say you're trying to get certified in lead squeeze. There's tactics and strategy videos behind it. Russell even records videos on the different funnel types, and it's just amazing. And then from there, once you're ready, then you can hop over to the certification side and say, okay, I'm ready to get certified in this funnel type.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Devon, for doing this. And one question that's been coming up a lot is, what is the key difference between the Funnel Builder course and the funnel certification? Like, I think the distinction between the two and what goes on into the course, that's not in the certification. I think you touched on that, but if you can spread some light on it, that'll really help. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. So the biggest thing here in overview is that if you just do Funnel Builder Secrets, you don't get access to the certifications. So you're unable to do any of the certifications. You also don't get access to the open office hours and live calls and all that stuff that we do. The other thing too is like some of the mastery training that Eli was talking about, that lives on the certified side of the members area, so you wouldn't get access to stuff like that. Does that mean that the Funnel Builder side of the program is no good? No, it is still amazing. And I think there's like 45 modules of content in there, even just on the Funnel Builder Secret side of things. And Greg is just amazing with all the stuff he does. So if you haven't had a chance to meet Gregory Dakins, he's a man of many hats, and he killed it with this content.
Yeah, that's one thing that when I was going through it, it's like, man, they got the right guy to do that content. That was awesome.
I agree.
So we have any other questions? Are we at that point? Looks like,
not on not I think those were the main ones. Those were the key ones, the difference between funnel builder and the certification, funnel builder secrets course and the certification, and also about if funnel builder actually came with coaching, and I think you definitely elaborated on the key difference. Unless Morag, is there anything else you're seeing?
okay. So it looks like we're good for right now. So Devon, do you mind sticking around for the Q&A? Just in case there's other questions. You know, sometimes people start thinking about what they just heard and they'll come up with other questions later. So
of course. Yeah, I'll kind of stay in the background, and if anything comes up, I'm happy to answer any questions that come up along the way.
that's awesome. Thank you very much for being here and for opening up some shedding some light on the whole subject, right? It's nice to know that all that stuff is available. Yeah, sometimes you can't see it from that little you know, what was available as far as the order goes, right? So this is awesome.
For sure.
All right, thank you. All right, guys.
Of course.
Tell you guys what, let me come over here real quick, go back to the sharing my screen real quick. So a couple of things. Some of you are looking for this homework right here. So let me actually exit here and go back up. I wanted to go ahead and put this on the chat and over on Facebook. Just in case you missed any of those homework links, so you guys have it available. So let me bring it up here. I'm trying to find the chat. Where's the chat? There's the chat. All right, so I'm going to put that in there for everybody. You know what? There it is. Okay, it went in there. So it's in there, and I'm going to go ahead and look for the Facebook group real quick and put it on the live on the Facebook. Let me move this out of the way. And featured. Oh, I'm going to have to refresh. Come on, I'm trying to do this very quickly, and then we'll get to the Q&A. So let's drop it in there so that everybody that's watching over on Facebook will have it too. Or if you can't, for some reason, copy come on. Now I can't remember where I put that. Let me stop sharing for a second so I can actually find that real quick. The whole presentation went away. So let me do this, do that. There we go. Oh, it's in the same slide. That's how come I couldn't see it. There we go. And actually what I'll do is I'll just keep this open like this so it's easier for me to go through. But yeah, if you had questions about that, that's good. I just wanted to make sure that this was covered. And let's see, what else do we have? Some of these frequently asked questions that we covered last time, I'm going to just leave them alone because I'm going to copy and paste all of those links that we use throughout the whole week and everything else on the replay. So look for the replay and all these links on how to get to 2.0, things like that. One thing that you still have a chance to do, especially if you want a recording of what's happened this last week, you can still upgrade to VIP by going to yourfirstchallenge.com, put in your email in there. If you've done it before, that's fine. You can put the email again. It'll take you to the second page where you can actually upgrade to VIP, and yeah, and you'll have those 30 days to test it out, unless you decided to upgrade all the way, right, already. But that way you'll have access to all the recordings for sure. All right, and those are the big ones. I think that we covered most of this last time, so I'm going to leave it at that. There's your help desk and also your ClickFunnels support emails. And I'll leave it at that. Let's go ahead and come back over here and let's open it up for Q&A so that everybody can actually come in and do that part. So as a matter of fact, just wanted to come back over here and it's like, no. All right. Let's bring up the Q&A. And I'm going to start going down the list right here. If you see that there is anything that's guys that's like a lot of people are asking, please stop me anywhere along the way and I'll answer those questions too. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and stop with Matthew's question. It says, was there a Q&A session yesterday with there been no VIP and Q&A? So yesterday we did have a Q&A. All of those questions, all the Q&As that we had are inside of the Facebook group. All you have to do is go over to, as a matter of fact, let me just bring up a Facebook page and I'll show you how to do that. Because this is a good thing to know, because it's not in your VIP area. So those of you that are used to that just going to VIP and finding everything, it's actually inside the Facebook group. So if you're inside the Facebook group, this is what it normally looks like. Let me make it bigger so you can see. And all you have to do is scroll down, click on this guides, and then scroll down, and then you actually have the first videos that Russell did before the training. And then below that, you'll see that all of the recordings from the live implementation calls, the Q&As that we did, they're all there from day one all the way to well, today's not there yet because we're doing it live, but it'll be there later. And I think Russell's training will be added to the, for today, will be added to the recordings, and it'll be available through tomorrow morning. You can actually find it right now. It's inside the group. All you have to do is go to featured and then scroll down, and you'll see right below the live. This is Russell's video right now, but somebody will put it inside the guides area in a little bit. Okay, so there you go. A little more than what you asked for. Let's see. Oh, let's cancel. Give me a second. Huh. I don't know why I did that, but I'm gonna just send and get out of there. Can we offer ClickFunnels 2.0 as an affiliate? Yes, you can. You would want to go over to support. You can actually just email support at CF to support@clickfunnels.com, and they'll actually help you get yourself get your links and everything to get become an affiliate. Okay. Now let me actually, now that I brought that up, I think this is a good place to actually bring this up, that you can actually have a place where you can have support other than just by email. So I'm going to go here, and I'll just share my screen as I'm doing this so you guys can see, and I'll maybe somebody can drop the link in there. But where you want to go is help. Come on. help.myclickfunnels.com. help.myclickfunnels.com. I sort of showed it to you earlier, but when you're in here, you can actually talk to support, and it's almost like chat. You don't have to like wait for the emails. You can come in here and open up on the bottom right. There's that round button that's blue with the ClickFunnels logo on it. Click on it, and you can actually start conversations, and the conversations stay here. Like you can see the recent message that I sent support myself 3 hours ago. It's right there. So we can keep on communicating right through this link right here. So it's kind of nice to do that and be able to keep up with what's going on, and sometimes get a little quicker answer than waiting around for the email to come back and forth. All right. So, but yeah, that's where you want to go and talk to them about the affiliate program. Kelly, if people bought something in the funnel, can I add real-time pop-up to show people who have just purchased it? So that's not a feature that I'm aware of right now that ClickFunnels has. Do you guys know of anybody in the panel? I know that.
Yes, so it's like the social proof pop-ups at the bottom. So yes, you can.
Right. So that's something available. ClickFunnels 2.0. That's awesome. Yes. So I know that there was always like a little snippet that you could put a code before. Now it's included in it. So that's awesome.
Exactly.
There you go, Kelly. All right. And of course, if you need more direction on that help.myclickfunnels.com, you can actually search for that kind of stuff on the bar and actually find it, how to do it. But you could also talk to support through there. Mauricio, does 2.0 have CRM with stats and everything? I know it has CRM. Does anybody have more details? Maybe even Devon, would you know details on that?
I could chat on that just for a second. There is a CRM that's involved in 2.0, but it doesn't look like it's ready just yet.
Okay, so that's coming. And as far as details on it, we wouldn't have anything right this second, right?
I don't know. I just know when you're in the account, when you go to like the CRM section, it has the options, but they're just kind of grayed out. So I know I did get confirmation that it is something that's still being worked on, but it is going to be in place.
Yeah, and CRM, it depends. To me, you have the two sides. You have the CRM for the company to do things, but also like, we're not calling follow-up funnels now. What do you call it? The workflow.
Workflows,
We still have those numbers there, right? Like what we had in a follow-up funnels.
yeah. And the workflows are functioning. The idea of the CRM, from what it looks like, is it's going to be like an actual CRM. So like you have your leads that you're scouting for deals and, phone calls and stuff like that. So it is incredible. Every time I see a feature in 2.0, I just get so pumped up, honestly.
Yeah. No, and that's one of the things that I like about that we are going to have a full CRM, because to me, follow-up funnels or Actionetics back in the day, they were kind of a CRM, but just emails. Now we're going to have a full CRM. So if you have, salespeople, they can go in there and actually remind you when to call people, all the stuff that a CRM does, right? So, and set up emails and everything else that you might want to have. So I love it. I love it. Awesome. So
sure.
that's where we're at right now. I'm sure that as things become more available, it won't be hard to find that information, right? Like Russell will let everybody know when there's something coming up. So I'm glad that you guys asked that question. Can I pay with 2 cards? I'm not sure if that's meant that, if you mean, Jacob, if you mean like you're trying to pay for the particular training, one of these particular trainings. But if you talk to support, they'll be able to help you with that. So again, CF to support@clickfunnels.com, or go to help.myclickfunnels.com and talk to them through that. Okay. Keithan, can we, or how do we bring old funnel templates I have to ClickFunnels 2.0 instead of rebuilding them? So that's something you can talk to support about. I do believe that there's something that's coming down the pike, but it's not available right this second. For right now, it's pretty easy to literally rebuild. Actually, Devon, you have something to say on that?
Yeah, I was just going to touch on it and say, unfortunately, it's not a feature at this time.
Right.
So you would have to rebuild, like I'm sure you were about to say. But what I always tell people too is here's the interesting thing. Like if you have a business where you have a funnel agency, now you have a service to offer, for one. 2, getting to know the 2.0 editor and building everything out in 2.0 just makes you that much more of an expert. So I kind of like it, but maybe I'm one of the crazy ones.
Yeah, what I like is that, especially if you take on, and I think both ways, you have some extensions on there, but if you come in and take up the offer that they have right now, even for the funnel builder secrets, you have that full year of 1.0 in there. You can let those funnels keep on working, right? And when you're ready, you can switch over. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, you can leave it until maybe there's something to bring them over, but if not, you can actually learn, like you said, Devon, you can actually learn how to work on it, build it up. And to me, it's not that much different than, as far as the editor, you can do a lot more with it. But as far as, you still have sections, you still have rows, columns, and elements, right? So it's not that foreign. When you go in there, it feels like you're at home still.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So thanks, Keithan, for that question. BW, is funnel scripts offer for a year or a lifetime? So it's a year, it's 12 months. So the funnel scripts, the funnel scripts that's in the offer when you get it is lifetime. Actually, if anybody has a different way to say that, but I know that Jim likes to call it unlimited, but they do have unlimited access, correct?
You want me to touch on that as well?
Yeah, if it's different, let me
Okay.
know.
Okay. Yeah. So on the funnel builder secret side, you get lifetime access to funnel scripts, but it's not the agency funnel scripts. Let me tell you why.
Yeah, there is a difference. Yes.
Yeah. Let me tell you why the agency account is so much better. The agency account, if you're building funnels out for people, essentially what happens, and I've seen this in action, Jim actually showed us, which is even more amazing. You can basically, if you're trying to come up with the copy for a funnel that you're building, you can essentially send somebody a link and they'll just fill out the questions. And as soon as they fill out the questions, it'll fill it into your funnel scripts account and you'll have the copy built. It is a game changer.
Literally, like it just switches it over.
Yeah, it's amazing. So You do get
That's awesome.
lifetime access on either, but like I said, if you're on the fence and you're looking at some of that stuff, the agency account is just amazing for funnel scripts for sure, and it'll save you a lot of time.
So if we were comparing it to ClickFunnels Classic versus ClickFunnels 2.0, Funnel Scripts Classic, we'll call it now, compared to the actual level they're going to get as when they're in the certification program is completely different. It's the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the only place you can get it too, is through the certification program.
That's awesome. All right, so there we go. One more check on the side, you know, for pros for the becoming a certified. Awesome, thank you. And let's see, Cheryl Brown says, what's the best way to send video emails? Do we make sure emails don't go to promotion, so they don't go to promotion folders or spam? Wow, that's an email question. So with emails, there's always all kinds of variations that happen. But Russell actually covered something on the training today. If you watch today's one pager, he talks about how he makes it look like it's a video there, but it's really taking them over to a page where they can actually play the video. And to me, that's the easiest way to send a video email, right? At least in their mind, they're clicking on something that's going to play the video. But then you actually build it on a funnel, on a page on a funnel, and you can actually say whatever you're going to say there. And I actually, for the longest time, and since HTML5 came out, a lot of people have been doing that where you actually have a short email, get them to get to the point, get them to click either on the image that looks like it's a play button, so they're going to click on it, or you know, on a button if you're going to do that. But you're trying to get them over to where they can actually have full HTML looking nice, you know, nice page where you can actually give them whatever you want. It's funny because when I first started even thinking about all this, that was this was way pre 2004, 2003. We were ahead of our time as far as what happened, but we were trying to. It was a company that created video emails. The whole idea being like YouTube, but by email, and you know, but everything was too slow back then. But now everybody can do it, and you definitely can do it through ClickFunnels by doing it that way. All right, so hopefully that'll help you out. Yeah, sending a video through email is not good because that'll get, most people will get you spam anytime you have any files, right? So you wouldn't have a file there, but if you have a representation of the video with a little play button, and the email system will actually make it so that if they click on it, it'll send them right to where they can actually see it. Okay, and that could be a YouTube, you know, video, whatever you like to do. I like to put them inside a page, the videos, that is. All right, so Matthew is asking, how would you add a download like a PDF to a funnel? Because I tried and it's asking for a link, like a link to a website. That is correct. That's the way that it works. Let me see if I can share that very quickly with you guys. I've only done it one time right now, so don't expect a lot. But I'm trying to get inside of yeah, I think I have the account open over here, so I'll play around with this real quick. So it's actually, it doesn't have to do with, and I'm trying to remember where this is at now. And actually, I'm glad that we have Devon, maybe you can direct me to it, but there is I'm looking for the place that was at, but it was actually one of these other settings.
Digital assets is going to be,
yeah, settings first.
Settings.
And then my assets.
My assets.
Yeah, now I remember. See that, and you see I brought up some things in here already. So you can actually upload images, you can upload videos, and you can have downloads. That's what I would put a PDF at, right? And let me see. I guess I don't have one. I thought I have uploaded a download. Let me see if I have one real quick to upload. But when you do upload, let me try to bring something real quick. Yeah, I think it's in one of my other workspaces. Let me see, downloads, and I'm just looking for a PDF. Influencer hacks, there we go. Okay, and the cool thing about this, you can actually upload. I didn't given a name, so let's just say test PDF, upload, and look for that again. There we go, open, and you could even give it an image. I actually have an image somewhere here. I didn't upload that either here, so let me see. I had it with it's going to be one of these. I don't remember which one's which. I don't know what these images are, so I'm not going to do that. But you can put an image to it so that you can actually see what it is. I'm just going to put a lemon image for right now and then create the file. And maybe one of you guys can tell me a different way, but once I got it, the way that I actually was able to do anything with it was actually to go inside the editor and either upload the file, and it'll actually take, no, not upload. What to do was it download the file, and it takes me there first. There it goes. Okay, so if I download the file, it actually takes me there, and I actually have the link right here. And that's the link that you would actually use inside your button for it to play. Is that the best way to do that, or is there a better way to do that, Devon?
In 2.0, that's the only way I've seen to do it right now.
Okay. So yeah, you'll just grab that. I'm sure this, because almost everything, you know, you build it and then you make it better. So somewhere down the road, probably there's going to be a button that you can actually copy the link and not worry about anything else. But for right now, that's the way you do it. And then once you have it, we can go back and go into, let's say that I'm just going to go to hopefully I have that in this one here, sites and funnels. Let's go to funnels. There we go. And I don't have a funnel, but you know what? I'm going to do it on the main one. I can do it here with a button just the same. So I'm going to go into customize, and basically all you're going to do is find a button that you want them to download it from. And I'm just going to do it here. So instead of being a full story, you know, you can change that. You can say download PDF, right? And then all you're doing is coming down and on click, you change it to go to, and then custom URL. You're going to drop the link that you got, that you copied, and you're going to put it there, save, and let's go preview it. Boom. And guys, like literally this week that I started working with this stuff, I have not been playing around with this for months like some people have, but you see I was able to do it and it wasn't that hard. It's very similar to what we work with. It's just a little different places as far as finding where everything's at. Okay, so hopefully that helped you out, Matthew, and a few other ones that were wondering how to download, how to give somebody access to a PDF. Cool. Let me know in the comments, all right, if you like that. All right, so yes, it did. Awesome. The certification allow you to pay across a fee payment. The certification allow you to pay across. Not sure what you mean by that, Danielle. Maybe you can, if you can expand on it on the comments. And
I think, maybe it's a payment plan. So splitting up the payments, maybe.
I mean, if that's what you mean, I think the certification does have a way to do that. Can you explain a little more about that, Devon, or can I just bring it up on the? Should I just bring it up on the actual link?
Yeah, if you wanna bring it up on the actual links, I don't know what pages are live right now and what aren't, so I don't wanna say something and it not be the case.
Right. So let me try to bring that up. So it's your first funnel challenge .com/funnel builder. Is that what
I believe so?
Link?
I have the link.
If anybody else tell me that if it's not it, because I'm going there now and I'm going to share my screen. There it is. Okay, so I do have it right. One, and for some reason I feel like that there was something there once you click I want. So this is the page, right? And I want to get certified. And there we go. Let me just bring that up. So I don't know if you've done this already or not, but when you come in here, I had to order the 10,000. That's the only offer that I see. Okay, 1 year. Then you can
scroll up a little on the order form towards the top.
Oh,
okay.
You think that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks like it just has that one product on there.
Okay. Yeah, and if you want to find out for sure, because like I said, we're in this side of things. Customer support should be able to help you better with that question. There might be something that they can do with that, but right now that's what they have on the offer. And what I was told earlier was whatever was on the offer, whether it was this one or the other one, whatever's there is what the offer is. But you can talk to support. I'm sure they can answer a little better. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. All right, and then I say, Carrie, what is an agency account? So I think we answered that one already at the top of the call. But an agency and being an agency basically is somebody that's an agency, like a marketing agency takes care of all your marketing needs, right? So being certified allows you to serve companies in a different way, to be able to, if you're an agency, be able to do that. But I think that's what you're talking about versus because it's basically the agency plan allows you to have multiple businesses within your account, so you can run multiple businesses for other people. So that's what that stands for. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if that brought up more questions. Okay, Matthew, what does the 3 workspaces allow you to do with the ClickFunnels secrets in terms of creating different types of funnels? Because right now with 2.0, I can't see ways to create different types of funnels that are relevant to my business. So actually, let's create all kinds of different funnels. Any more details that you might have, Devon, on, as far as the kinds of different funnels? I know that you can have the 12 different funnels that almost everybody would use are automatically there, and some of them are half templates, but other ones you have to create from scratch.
Yeah, the only thing I know of right now is I don't think there's a survey element in 2.0 at the moment. They're still working on that. So like if you were doing a survey funnel certification, you're probably going to want to stick to 1.0. And then there's not webinar integrations right now. So if you were trying to do like a webinar certification or something like that, you might want to stick in 1.0 as well. But yeah, as far as like any funnels and stuff you could design, it's free reign. 2.0 similarly, you can design any funnels in 2.0 as classic.
Awesome. And then of course, when you do upgrade to either one of those, you actually get 1.0, so you can keep on working on those. And that's just those 2 particular ones, something that naturally integrates to a what do you call it? The 2 that you just mentioned. The
webinar and surveys.
The webinar, that's the one I was trying to think. So it doesn't naturally connect to other webinars right now, webinar platforms. But actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't think that that's included in that offer. There was one of those offers that they actually included the webinar platform. So, but yeah, that's coming, right? I'll leave it alone. Let's see. All right, so there we go, Matthew. That besides those 2 types of funnels, you can build just about anything right now. Does the certification include coaching part of it also? I think we covered that. Definitely more than coaching. You guys have master courses with people coming in and talking to them about what they're doing, plus all kinds of support every single day of the week, pretty much, work days.
I even come in on Saturdays and do open office hours too. So we try to help as many people as we can, because we know there are people all around the world. So if it's a weird time for somebody, let's say I have a lot of Aussies hop in on Saturday because they're like, it's really late here, but at the same time, at least it's the weekend. So we try to help as much as we can.
Okay, cool. That's nice to know too. All right, so Matthew, I think this might be another certification. It says, so you can become certified in a type of funnel by just buying the secrets and not upgrade to the certified program. So I think that's a no, straight up. But certified is being certified, meaning ClickFunnels is going to say you're certified, you know what you're doing. That's a different than you learning how to do it and doing it for yourself. Actually, the best way that I could describe it, Funnel Builder Secrets is a do-it-yourself program. Funnel Builder Certification is a done with you program. Somebody that's actually helping you throughout the whole process. Is that a good definition of the 2?
Yeah, I would say so, because the thing about being certified and stuff like that, let's say you submit a funnel to us and let's just say it's on assignment 2. Our job as the experts is to now go in there and compare and say, okay, is there anything that they need feedback on? So we're here to push you to the finish line. And I always tell people, this isn't a test. This isn't pass or fail. This is just, hey, either you need a little bit more of a nudge and a little bit of feedback here, or you passed and you're moving on to assignment 3, or you passed assignment 3 and you're certified in that funnel type. So we're here to be your big cheerleaders and just give you all of our expertise as far as how to get to the finish line on each one. So
There
This-
you go. Yes.
Amazing. So I like we're getting lots of feedback. So thank you so much for giving your time to answer these questions. A couple that have come through. So the first one is, if I've got 3 workspaces, will we also have 3 separate payment.ai accounts? So that's the first one. And then also Stella was asking, I can't find the open office hours inside the Funnel Builder certification. So if you could perhaps answer Stella on that one as well, that would be fantastic.
yeah, so really quick, just to touch on Stella's, since I know the comments are kind of flooding. I'll go ahead and I'll tag you in the post that Greg posted for the open office hours. Typically, Greg will post something at the start of every week, and then it'll be pinned in the community. But I'll make sure that you're in the community, and I'll make sure that I tag you in that post from Monday, just so you can see. But it's the same. The open office hours are typically the same time every time we do it. So we usually do it at, what is that, 12 Eastern? And we do them for 2 hours when we do the open office hours. And then the expert calls can vary on the times, but yeah, open office hours are always going to be at 12 Eastern.
Awesome. And what was the other question?
Yeah,
There was a
then,
workspace one, I'm sorry.
yeah, the one about the 3 workspaces will you also get, and I guess that doesn't just apply to Funnel Builder, it's across if somebody does have extra workspaces, do they get the separate payments account?
I think the idea is that when you're looking at a separate workspace, think of it as a totally different business altogether. So there would have to be like different payment integrations, different domains, different funnels, different sites and stuff like that. So hopefully that helps from like a general overview standpoint of like each workspace is a totally different business altogether.
Yeah, so with the payment systems, if most of the time you have a different business, you have a different bank account. So yes, you will have a different payment gateway for that.
Right.
Cool. All right, and this has to do a little bit with this, I think, for the $2,000 program. 2 questions: is Funnel Builder Secrets built out for ClickFunnels 1.0, or is it updated for 2.0? Because that's the training on how to actually build it, right? That's the question. But basically, it's from what I've heard, you actually you have the training for both. It's like the best practices for whichever one you're going to use. But
Great question. So as of right now, on the 2.0 side of things, we have some general training of like domains, setting up your site or your funnel hub. And I know Gregory Dakins, he is working around the clock right now to get as much 2.0 content out to you guys as soon as possible, because the thing is, now that 2.0 is getting released to the world, we got together as a team and we said, hey, we need to make sure we kind of jump ship and get some 2.0 stuff out. So there is some 2.0 stuff even on the Funnel Builder Secret side of things, but it is a little bit more heavy on 1.0, classic as of right now. But yeah, he is working around the clock to get a lot more 2.0 stuff out. He is an absolute machine.
So you basically, what you're saying, they get both, and the 1.0 is 100% there, and then the 2.0, there's a lot of stuff there, but it's actually going to be added to.
Yeah, we want to give you as much material as possible. We don't want you to feel like if you're doing the Funnel Builder Secrets that you don't get access to anything. We still want to make it worth your while. The big thing is that, you know, if you want to get certified in the funnel type, sure, hop over to the certified side of things, but we would definitely want to make it worth your while, even on the Funnel Builder Secret side.
Okay, and this might, I'm not sure if any of us will know, maybe support might be a better place to ask this. Apart from the Secrets Triology bump, are there any additional upsells or fees, or is it just $19.97? And this is Funnel Builder Secrets. So I think that's definitely a customer support question, because they get those kinds of questions all the time. They'll be able to answer those. All right,
For sure.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's see, Jessica Nivens, is there any additional fees for certification, or is it just training? So when you're getting certified, I believe we got the guy here. So, any additional fees? I think that there is something about a yearly fee, but besides that,
Yeah, right before I pass you on each assignment, I invoice you for $1,000, but it's no big deal. No, there's certifications. It's not like for each funnel type, you have to pay a fee. My understanding from what Greg mentioned to me, and I think Russell mentioned as well, you can correct me if you heard differently, Eli, but the certifications are good for 2 years, and then it's $500 to get recertified thereafter. So there's not necessarily any certification fees as you're going through it, but just keep in mind those certifications are valid for 2 years and then $500 thereafter.
There you go. So yeah, that's awesome. And I'm sure that's actually my time on there. I'm sure
There's
that
a quick question.
Yes,
Eli,
we'll take another one. Sure.
Yeah, there was a quick question, and probably Devon, you might know a little bit more about this. There was a question about, hey, can someone just pay and get the funnel builder secrets for now, and then when they do decide to actually certify, will they have to pay the difference, or will they have to go through the entire certification process and pay the entire amount?
I can't speak exactly on the process that we would take, but from what Greg was mentioning, we do kind of have a process in place where if you purchase Funnel Builder Secrets and you want to upgrade, there's still an option to upgrade. But I will say, I can't imagine that we would be like, tough luck. Who are you? Go back through the whole thing. But yeah, Greg did mention that there is some sort of a process that we have in place to allow you guys to upgrade if you decide later on. But I don't have exact, numbers on that or how exactly that works. Actually, I put it in the chat, but I know it's flooded by now. If you have any specific funnel builder questions, you can actually reach out to us directly at support@funnelbuilder.com. And that would actually be a good question for in there too. So that way we can get that answered for you definitively for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. I'm just going through a lot of the same kind of questions in the Q&A. Any other questions that we haven't covered yet? Everybody's good?
Yeah, I think, those are fine. Yeah, most of them we've covered them.
Yeah, I'm just looking through that and I haven't seen anything that we haven't covered yet, or it's something that you need to talk to support anyway about. So it's actually a good time for us to, if we can give those, actually it's right there. Morag already put, oh no, that's the support funnel builder. So if we can put also the regular 2.0 support on the chat, and we'll also put it on the comments over in Facebook. But it's again, CF2 support at clickfunnels.com. I don't know why I had a blank on that one. But yes, go ahead and ask the rest of the questions that we didn't get to you and was something different that we didn't cover. Then yes, please go ahead and ask support. As far as any kind of payments, things like that, that's the right kind of place to ask that kind of question. And yeah, they'll definitely take care of you. So thank everybody here. Lee, Morag, Shane, special thanks for Devon for being here today and being able to take us through a lot of the questions for the certification program, and all of you here, because you guys actually made this Q&A something, right? By being able to bring questions that not just you have, but I guarantee you the other 32,000 people that didn't show up for this part of it, they're going to watch the replay somewhere along the way, and they're going to be thinking that you asked that question. So thank you all for being here. Remember, we have a party going on tomorrow, 11 o'clock at New York City time, whatever that is in your time zone. Hopefully it's not too late, but you'll be able to make it over there. And we're going to be partying all day. So we'll see everybody tomorrow during the bonus training, right?
Yeah. And if you're enjoying these sessions, remember to share your reviews at yffreview.com. Let the world know about it. Share, hey, what did you enjoy about the challenge? That really, really helps in spreading out the word. So yffreview.com. Thank you.
That would be awesome. And if you can let us know what you like the best out of this training, out of the whole training. And if you have anything specific about anybody that you were working with, yeah, go ahead and give them a little tag on the name, right? And let everybody know how good they are. But yeah, as a whole, anything that let the world know, because I'm telling you, it sounds like it's a lot of people here. it's a drop in the bucket. A lot of people don't know, and they don't know what they're missing yet. So we appreciate it if you let people know there. We'll put that link also over on Facebook in a little bit. And thank you all for being here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.